I work in a really toxic workplace. I'm not gonna say where, but honestly, it's really, really toxic. Like, let's just say I want to get out ASAP. Ignore the background noise, of course. But we have a department which is literally like 2 people in the evening, and we're the department that does the most. We have been having issues with our fridges, everything, stuff like that, and we're being blamed for it, even though we never got proper training about it and stuff like that. And I wish I could tell past Lena not to work there, because, like, yeah, company wise, food wise, great. Management wise and like employee lifestyle wise, not great. My take home from this is literally, if you are working in a toxic workplace, start looking for other places as soon as possible. Don't let yourself feel like you need to stay there to prove them that you actually are worth staying, because genuinely, that workplace, it is just a job at the end of the day, especially if you're in your 20s or like 16 to like mid-20s. That's your young ho job. Like, you're there just to make money to have, so you can go out, maybe go do some shopping. That's not your future. If you feel like you are in this cycle of, I don't want to go to work, but I don't want to leave because I need that safety net, literally apply for another job, because that job you are currently working is going to make you miserable. It's going to make you feel sick. It's going to make you feel really like faint. It has happened to me, and I'm planning on leaving. I don't want anyone to go through this, but obviously you will go through it at one point in your life, whether that's like your first job or your 50th job. You will go into a workplace and realise it's really toxic, which is not something you want to have in your life, especially if you are struggling with mental health, because it just deteriorates it a lot more. And the best like outcome, to be fair, is like the colleagues, like me and 2 of my colleagues, we are like both in shit for something we weren't properly trained for, and we've been told that it's actually better for us to put in our notice rather than being fired. That sounds a bit illegal, but I don't know the law, I don't do law. But yeah, like, it's not a fun place, especially if you genuinely get belittled by the management, even though you asked for help. Like, okay. Okay. Because, like, what else are you meant to do if you're struggling? You're meant to ask for help. Yeah, we asked for help, we received none. Make sense. But that's honestly kind of like the reality of certain workplaces, where you will work, it'll be fine for a couple of months, but then it goes downhill. Whether that's new management, whether that's new rules, whether something changes and they just don't communicate it to you, especially being the department that does everything for that store. You just apparently are meant to know if something gets changed. You're meant to know instantly without anyone telling you, which I think, in my defense, is pretty stupid. Like, make it make sense. But those are going to be the workplaces you will experience once in your lifetime. But if you feel like it's getting to the point your mental health is deteriorating, just start applying anywhere. Whether that's like the same job sector, so like retail, hospitality, stuff like that, or just completely something else, start applying, because you never know, you might end up going to that workplace, well, a new workplace, and actually falling in love with what you do. And you never know, it might be like a opposing company, like whatchamacallit, I can't remember what you call it, but you know, a rivalry, whatever it's called, company, where, you know, you're trying to compete between this company and that company. You never know, like, mental health wise, staff wise, work life balance wise, company B, which is your new company, will be better for you, but you won't know that until you actually leave. But literally, if you are struggling, go on LinkedIn, go on Indeed, go on any job searching platform and look. Because you never know what you will find, and you never know what you actually fall in love with. But if I do leave, I will give a story time of what happened. I'm just not talking about it because I still work there, unfortunately. But I'm planning on leaving soon because your girl has had enough. Have had enough of being treated as if I can be in 10 places at once. Like, the company really thinks we're able to multitask, which is so stupid. It really is so stupid. But that's just the unfortunate part. Like, you never really know, like, what's going to happen, especially when you have no proper support. And, like, the store that I work is low-key breaking down. Yeah, we're the ones getting blamed for it when it's not our fault. This shit happened that has happened. Like, we weren't in control of it. Why should we be the ones getting blamed for when we asked for help? Do you get what I mean? But yeah, like I said, if you are in a really, really toxic workplace, literally start applying. You never know if you're gonna get a job literally 2 days after you apply. Just see what you find. Literally, I was on Indeed at work. I was looking at jobs. I was applying while I was working. That's how bad it was. But yeah, literally, just keep applying, and then if you get a job, leave. You can leave instantly or with 2 weeks' notice. But I feel like with toxic workplaces, they won't give you a good reference because they are the reason it is toxic, if that makes sense. But yeah, I shall see you next time on one of my little photo booth videos.